This is a beautiful series from Cincinnati and Coach Wes Miller. First, we're going to see the overload entry to the right break or corner into a 5 rip screen. They're able to get the ball inside to score. Now, they run that set a lot, and they get a basket a game almost off that overload 5 rip screen action. Now, let's see the counter right here. So what I mean by overload is you're going to see this offense player clear out from the left side to the right corner right here, or right break. Now you're going to see 1, 2, and 3 offensive players on this side of the court, with this player right here setting that 5 rip screen, so the back screen. Now the counter right here is this offensive player now is going to dribble uphill to that wing. Now 55, who came off that rip screen, is now going to turn, and he's going to set a Ricky screen or a re-screen for the original screener right here, coming off a baseline exit screen right here, and he's open. It's just beautiful play design for a counter off that overload 5 rip action. This is an elite opening set play from Cornell in their game against Colgate. It's going to start in their 5-out action, but it's going to flow into an empty pop. But off this ball screen pop, it's going to be a backdoor cut that opens up a wide open dunk right here. So let's break down this opening set from Cornell. So you can see it's going to start in their 5-out offense right here. It's going to be a way screen. So this offense player is going to curl around into the paint, and then he's going to cut out. Now they're going to enter the ball to the top of the key right here to 21. He's now going to dribble at the point guard, who's going to through cut right here through the paint to empty out to the opposite side. Now we have a chase action, throw and chase right here. Now we have an empty side ball screen, which means there's no shake up or lift up right here. Now off this ball screen, it's going to be a pop. Now you can see on the weak side here, we have a down screen just to occupy the weak side defenders here. Now off this ball screen pop right here, now 21's quickly going to make a little fake uphill like he's popping, and then he's immediately going to back cut, and because the weak side defenders are occupied, it's a wide open dunk. This is a great set right here from Oakland to get an open shot for a shooter. So it's going to start with a twirl action off their floppy. Then it's going to be a cross screen into a down screen, so screen the screener action, into a DHO right here for a shooter to catch it off that DHO and go right into a 3 off the dribble. So they're going to run it here again. So first we have the floppy action right here as the setup. So number 10 is going to go off this way. The shooter right here, they're top locking him, so they're taking away his ability to curl right here or twirl. So he's just going to cut this way to go right into that cross screen action. They're going to go 5 punch action right here. Now we saw the first cross screen, but the real action right here is the down screen into that DHO right here. And he just hit a 3. So he's going to hit another one right here, because you can see defensively they're chasing, and you can see they try to point switch right here off this down screen, but the defender is slightly late. The screener's defender right here is back, which allows the shooter to be open off this DHO. This is a great set right here from Oregon State. You're going to see they're going to start in a horns elbow. It flows right into a stagger reject. And then it's going to go into a zoom action with a back screen that opens up a wide open layup right here off that zoom rip screen. So let's break down this set. So first we have the horns formation right here with a player at each elbow. We go into elbow entry. Then it's going to be a stagger away action right here. This offense player is going to reject the stagger. Now it's going to be a zoom action, which is the down screen into the DHO right here. Now the player that rejected the stagger right here, he's in the paint. Once this DHO occurs right here, he's going to set a rip screen. And off of that rip screen, you can see the player that set the down screen right here is going to be wide open off that rip screen for a finish. So we have the stagger away, reject into that rip screen with the zoom action. Creighton ran 2 different shallow actions. So this first one's the empty double drag shallow action where they find the roller. So a shallow action is where the second screener right here is going to cut underneath the first screener who's going to roll. So right here, the first screener is going to roll, while that second screener right here is going to cut underneath to space to the wing right here. And Alabama defensively, so you're going to see they're going to hedge out on that first screener right here. There's 2 on the ball. So the tag right here goes to the shooter, which means the roller's going to be wide open. Now they're going to run a counter to that shallow action. So it's going to be the shallow action with a back screen. So that's a Spain action. And it's the excellent spacing that sets this up. So you're going to see right here, we have that first screen. The second screener is going to cut underneath. Now, right here, as you can see, it is the setup for the back screen for the first screener, which is the Spain action, which is a ball screen, back screen. We have a shooter right here in that right corner. So there's a lot of action going on right here to confuse the defense, which opens up a lob. Alabama runs so many creative actions to get open shots. This one right here is going to be for Mark Sears. So it's going to be the elbow entry. It's a rip screen, screen the screener, flare set to get a wide open shot right here from Mark Sears. So let's break down this set. So it's first going to start with a away entry out of their 5-out offense right here. So this is the away screen. Ball goes to the top of the key. Now they're going to enter it to the elbow right here to Grant Nelson. Now Sears is going to set the rip screen right here. So you're going to see this offensive player right here, Phylon, he's going to cut through. Now, after the screen by Mark Sears right here for the rip screen, he's going to get a flare screen right here for the screen, the screener action. So defensively, you can see 2 go with the cutter here, right here. So that's going to open up the flare screen right here. It's a great screen, and he's wide open right there for a 3. Great opening set from BYU. It's going to start in their 5-out offense, away screen, flip action, and then it's going to flow into Finland action, which is the screen the screener veer down action right here, and the roller is going to be open. Great pass. So let's break down this set. So first we have the 5-out offense from BYU right here. You can see both corners are filled. First we have the away screen. Then it's going to be a flip action right here or a hand back action. Now this is the Finland action that you see. So first we have the step up screen right here. But on the weak side, we have a rip screen. So we can see the back screen right here. Now 13 is now going to set a veer down screen after a step up screen right here to complete the screen the screener action. Now he's going to roll. And this is an excellent pass because the low defender's right here. He throws it at the area that the roller can catch it before the low defender can tag. So it's a great pass. Watch this pass again. Just perfectly timed pass. Now the roller can catch it in a same foot lefty left finish right there. Drake runs beautiful offense, and one of the sets they ran to get their best shooter, Mitch Muscari, a open 3 against Kansas State was a chin action into a DHO, and you've heard this called a Peja action for Peja Stojakovic when he was in the NBA. So now it's going to start with this elbow down screen right here. Now this is the chin action right here. So once you swing the ball right here to that left slot, you're going to follow it with a rip screen right here. But here's the difference. It's going to be a rip screen into a DHO right here. So you can see Kansas State is going to switch this rip screen right here. They switch it. Now you can see the on-ball defender right here is playing off the ball handler right here. Now off this DHO, they're going to go under, which allows an elite shooter to get his feet set into an open 3. In Drake's offense, you see a lot of movement. You see a lot of cutting. And one of the actions you're going to see in this offensive movement action right here is a rip screen into that DHO for their best shooter. So you can see the rip screen here. And then he slips out of that because they don't switch that one. And it flows right into a DHO right here. And you can see their point switching right here, Kansas State is. But this gives enough space to a really good shooter to turn right into a shot. And he made 8 threes in this game. This is a great set. UC Irvine ran twice against Bakersfield to score. It's going to start with that wide down screen flip action. Then it's going to be a wheel cut to get the ball to the left corner. Then you're going to see a 5 shuffle screen to get the ball into the low post to their 5-man so he can score from the block. And you're going to see on the second clip, it's going to be a wide open layup. So the first part of this set right here is going to be the wide down screen entry right here. Now they're going to flip it back. Once they flip it back, this offense player here, it's going to be a wheel all the way around to that left corner, but it's going to start with a rip screen right here. Then he's going to come off an exit screen to receive the ball in the corner. Now, once he catches it right here, there's going to be a shuffle screen, 5 shuffle action for the 5-man to come off this screen. And on this clip right here, he's going to catch it and he's wide open because they do a great job right here of screening, and they're not switching. Bakersfield does not switch on this screen, so he's wide open for a catch and finish. Now we see once again the UConn skip action. So it's skipping the ball opposite to their 5-man. Then they're going to play out of this. In this example here, you see the twirl action into a zoom action roll for a finish at the rim. Now let's break down this set. So UConn is famous now for this action. You see NBA teams starting to run it. They ran it a lot last year. Now it's going to start with this skip pass over top to their 5-man who's at the left break right here. Now we see the first screen here. The offense player is going to twirl, so he's going to curl, and then he's going to cut out right here to that left corner to keep the paint open right here. And they have a shooter opposite, which is really important because a low defender can't be in the paint with a shooter opposite. Now, after that curl and then space out to the corner, we have a level screen right here into that DHO, so the zoom action. Now, after the DHO, the 5-man is going to roll to the front of the rim. Now, Texas is at the level in this DHO. So you can see the screener's defender right here is jumping out to the level, which means there's 2 on the ball right here. There's no tag because you can't tag here. Shooter, so you can't tag. Another shooter right here. So when you space with 3 shooters around the perimeter, the roll is going to be wide open for a dunk.